Don't look in the camera.
Hello, man.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of What's Good Webseries. I am your host, Zarek Thompson. And today, emphasis on today, we have the topic of single versus relationship. And for that discussion today, I brought a very, very special guest all the way from Dreamville 26. He is my brother, he is my friend, and he is a man who don't need nobody to describe something for him. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, give it up for my boys.
We just clap.
I mean, we're gonna have some.
Hey man, I feel it, bro. I'm glad to be here, man.
All right, but for the people that don't know you, you know what I'm saying, can you give them a little background information about yourself?
Hey man, what is this, IRS? Nah, but I attend North Carolina A&T State University. I'm a journalism and mass communication student with a focus in media production. I am a published author of People Are in Need, or as the acronym goes, PAIN, which is on Amazon right now if you want to go get that. It's consisted of relatable topics, relatable poems, spoken words, short stories, all that good stuff. We in quarantine anyway. I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Yeah, like long walks on the beach.
Yo, get out.
Nah, no cap.
I bet. So as I stated earlier, this is single versus relationship. Me, y'all know how I'm coming. I ain't got no girl, I ain't got no ties. So I'm coming at you as a single man, you know what I mean? And I'm about to debate myself about why it's better to be single than to be in a relationship, because commitment. Anyways, so for the people that don't know, do you or do you not have a girlfriend?
I do have a girlfriend.
I can't hear you keep that out loud.
I do have a girlfriend. I do. I'm in a relationship almost 2 years.
That's amazing, you know what I'm saying? He said he's almost in a relationship. It's been almost 2 years. That's great, you know, but I'm 2 years single and life is great. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. Question number one. Is being in a relationship worth it? Yes or no?
Yes. Plain and simple. I mean, you want me to elaborate on that?
Yeah, you need to elaborate because I'm coming. Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, you know, relationships, man, a lot of times is nothing what you see on Twitter or Instagram, bro. Like with the pictures or the viral, you know what I'm saying, tweets and stuff like that, man. Like that's a byproduct. And a lot of times, bro, it's propaganda, because if you see a nice Tesla on your TL with you, gonna be like, damn, that Tesla nice. Like, I want that Tesla. So a lot of times, bro, you know what I'm saying, or that Benz or whatever the fanciest car that you want, bro. Everybody want to live lavish, bro. Everybody want to make a meal. Everybody want to, you know, take flights and take trips to Bora Bora, bro. But like, really, it's all about the work. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, being committed to one person is more than just being committed to that other person. It's about being committed to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you, as a friend, I can't tell you nothing I'm gonna do for you, and I don't do it for you. You know, that shows that I'm not a man of my word. But if you don't tell somebody that, yeah, I'm gonna be committed to you, and I'm gonna be committed to this and what we're working with, you know what I'm saying? Because a relationship is a two-person thing. You know what I'm saying? So you're not just building on your own, you're building together. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, two set of hands is always better than one. You can always, not saying you can't get nothing done single, but you know, life kind of I don't want to say it's easy, but you know, certain things is, you know what I'm saying, you can move around better, you know, in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? You're not really too pressed about who doing what, you know. Like me personally, like, you know, when I started being around my girlfriend more, I stopped getting weekly cuts, bro. Like, what I need weekly cuts for, if I got a girl, who am I to impress?
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
pause. You don't get weekly cuts, bro.
I started getting weekly. I mean, I got to now, but you know what I'm saying?
Do you not care?
I mean, I care, bro, but it's like, at the end of the day, I love myself. You know, I love myself in all different conditions. You know what I'm saying? Them girls out there only love me when I got a fresh cut. You feel me? My girl gonna love me. She love me with morning breath. You know what I'm saying? I don't even get morning breath.
Yo!
Like, yeah, like, you know, it's just stuff like that, bro. Like, so at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, is it worth it? That was the question, right? Is it worth it?
Is it worth it being in a relationship?
Yeah, it's always been. I mean, it's always worth it, bro. As long as you with the right person, bro. As long as that person is worth it. If that person ain't worth it, then there ain't no need to be in it. But
True.
you know what I'm saying? I feel like more so the relationship isn't just a union of just come take up space. It's come with something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to come with something. You need to come with the understanding of yourself. You need to come with the understanding of where you want to go, where you're coming from, what is the things that you're trying to build upon, like how can I help you, assist you in that space. You feel what I'm saying? So that's really what it is, but it's really just about having that right hand or that left hand, depending on if you right-handed or left-handed. You know what I'm saying?
Got him!
You know, that's what it is, bro.
Got him! Anyways, you was right. I do feel like being in a relationship is definitely worth it. But on the same time, as a single man, you know, it feels good to go to sleep at night and know you're not getting cheated on. It's amazing. I sleep great. But at the same time, I feel like, you know, not being in a relationship, it only hits you at night because, you know, cuddles and, you know, all that. It's good to be cuddled up, snuggled up, or whatever, but no commitment. You ain't got no worry about nobody doing you dirty, no cheating, no any of that, really. But for the sake of the question, we can both agree with that. A relationship is definitely worth it, you know?
I mean, but even to what you just said, you feel what I'm saying? I just feel like, bro, like, that's just surface level things, bro. Like, everybody, no matter what, you'll be married, bro, and then at some point you think, like, damn, my wife probably gonna think, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, she only look at me? Like, do you only, you know, even as a man in a relationship, even being a married man, you still gonna look, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing wrong with
you still gonna look. You gonna still be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, by the end of the day, so I mean, that shit ain't. You know, there's nothing you can do about that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? By the end of the day, it's all about like, it's all about a relationship, really, bro. It's more about self growth than anything, bro. It's all about being more than what you were before you got into it. You feel me? No matter if it go wrong or right, bro. Nothing is gonna go the way that you want it to. You know what I'm saying? You can't help if somebody cheat on you. You feel me? That's just something you can't do. If somebody cheats on you and you got a time machine and they just so happen to have a time machine, why would I waste a perfectly good time machine to go back in time and tell her not to cheat on me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not.
So do you think it's bad to cheat back, or just, you know, to cheat to get back, basically?
I mean, I feel like that's counterproductive. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the bond, I want to say the bond. A lot of times the bond is not. It's not broken. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's a little tarnished, like probably pissed on. But like, I honestly feel like, bro, like just, you know, cheating back. If you feel like you gotta cheat back, bro, just leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you feel like you gotta cheat back, just leave, bro. Like, you don't need to be with that person, and that's what a lot of people in our generation right now are not realizing, bro. Like Drake said it best: we live in a generation of not being in love and not being together, but we don't want to see each other with somebody else. But we want to, we want you, because I see I see you for what you can be, and I don't want you like that with nobody else. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't love you like that. I love, what you stand for. I love what you can be. You feel what I'm saying? I love the fact that, you don't settle in, where you're at. But, I don't feel like you're that absolute fit for me. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like a lot of times we try to hold each other captive. And, because it's like, all right, if you see I can fly, you see, my wings are fluttering. Why are you going to hold
me real quick?
But you know what I'm saying? Like, why would I hold you down and I ain't holding you down in the right way? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I feel like that's another thing that needs to be unlearned among us, even with, in our generation, among our peers. Like, if you're not really feeling somebody, bro, and you don't love them for anything other than, what they can be, and you don't love them for it. Love isn't conditional, bro. Love is unconditional. They say that if you cheat on, not say you, but my girl, or you got a girl and your girl was to cheat on you, bro, and you stop loving them, your love was conditional. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa. So you're saying it's conditional, but you saying that I should love my girl even if she cheats on me?
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You love that person, right?
I did, but I love myself more to not
But
get
you still
hurt.
love that person, though. You would, like, if that love just stops because I do something to you, it was.
But that's serious though. Like, we're not talking about
it's serious,
No. Listen. We're not talking about if we chilling in the house, I got my 4-piece Supreme in the fridge or on the counter, and she goes in there and eats it. You know, that's whatever. That's nothing to trip about. That ain't nothing, whatever. I'm gonna be tight. I'm gonna be upset, but it ain't nothing to trip about. But as far as like going behind me to cheat and do all this other stuff, when you honestly could have just told me from the beginning, hey, I'm not rocking with you no more. I'm not feeling this. You can leave and you can go do your own thing, and it's cool. Right. But like I said, I love them, so it's gonna hurt. But at the same time, like, why would I? Obviously, you didn't love me enough to tell me or respect me. You had to go behind me and cheat on me. That's what I'm saying.
But see, I feel like, and I respect it, and I understand where you're coming from with that. But at the end of the day, a lot of times, bro, like, pain, bro, you know, that hurt us, you know, because it's two different us that be talking in situations like that. You got to hurt you, and you gonna have the raise you, the one that wanna like wreck stuff, the one that wanna
what?
You feel me? Put holes in the wall.
We do not condone domestic violence at all.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, no sexual assault, no domestic violence, no type of assault.
Consent is key, ladies and gentlemen.
Self-control is the best way in any given situation, no matter how hard or uncomfortable or foreseen the situation is, bro. Domestic violence, assault is not the moves. Always have self-control over yourself.
That's facts.
Because, you know, your life can change at any type of point. I know that was a cool little PSA to put in.
And no means no. But back to the conversation.
but just even, you know, getting back into that, bro, like, it be two different views, bro. You got to hurt you, and then you got that rage you. And both, bro, you're not listening to that third voice, bro. The voice that was you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that voice that says, like, all right, I love that person. You feel what I'm saying? Because remember, with cheating, bro, that, you know, that happens a day apart. You feel what I'm saying? 1 minute, you know what I'm saying, things can be straight, and then the next minute you probably, you know what I'm saying, like, you walk in, or, you know what I'm saying, you see, like, you just keep something. You feel me? Like, stuff happens, bro. But at the end of the day, I honestly and full-heartedly believe, bro, like, you know, at the end of the day, bro, after all that hurt, after the storm blow over, bro, like, it's still all love at the end of the day. You're not going to respect them the same, but you're going to still love their being the same, because if you're loving their being like you're supposed to love them, you feel me? You'll always love them. My dad, you know what I'm saying, for instance, bro, like, with broken relationships within the family, you feel me? A lot of people grow up with bad and strained relationships with their mom or their dad, you feel me? Your dad or your mom, you know what I'm saying, could do whatever, you feel me? But at the end of the day, at some point in your life, you have to finally realize and say, I still love them, because if I didn't love them, why did that affect me so much? You feel what I'm saying? A lot of times we get that confused, like, nah, like, yeah, I did love you, nah, I hate you, nah. You can't have hate without love. Why you think wars are born, bro? You know, I'm not going to go to war for something I don't love. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not going to fight for something I don't love. I'm not going to react to something or to someone how I didn't love. So at the end of the day, the fact that you got a reaction out of that is the fact that you still love them. So that's a tricky concept. You know, I hate that, you know, cheating is normalized in a lot of given situations. But, you know.
Would you let if your girlfriend cheated on you, you would forgive her and stay with her?
No.
So what are you saying?
But I'm not saying I wouldn't love her.
So you're gonna love her, but you're not gonna stay with her.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying.
Man, I love her being. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you loved her being, but since she.
But I didn't. You know, I can't participate in a relationship. You gotta think, bro. What I just said about relationship was it's a coming together of let's build. Now, if I'm building and you're, you know what I'm saying, you plotting on another house and we building this house, you feel me? Like, I'm just gonna walk away from it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's just like, you know, now it's different if the house is already built. You know, you married, y'all got kids. You feel what I'm saying? That's hard.
For the sake of the conversation, we're not talking about marriage because I'm 21.
But it's still a relationship, though.
It is.
It's still a variation of a relationship.
But this whole conversation, this whole debate started because you said if somebody cheats on you, you should stay with them and forgive them. I said, I said, if I get cheated on, I'm not staying. I'm hitting the road. I'm going. So that whole work it out thing, that's dead for me. I'm sorry. Call me petty. Call me whatever you want to call me. But if you cheat on me, it's all right. It's over. I'm sorry.
Nah, I'm not saying stay. You don't have to stay. Everything is a choice. But you don't. And when I say everything is a choice, even still, if you do choose to stay, that is your choice. Just have peace with it. However, if you choose to leave, have peace with that too. Also have peace with knowing that you still love that person and everything that y'all coming to that point.
That's right.
That stuff will never change. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was some some greasiness done between that, you feel me? And what happened back in the day, sometimes, bro, stuff ain't black and white, bro. You feel me? Like, a lot of things ain't black and white. Your girl may cheat on you, right? But what were you doing in that relationship that contributed to that? If you were doing everything and she still did that, all right, that's on her. But if you weren't, coming up and showing up as a partner, because it's a partnership too. So if you weren't showing up as a partner, as a teammate, and that forced her to look at other teams, like that's like when we transferring from Winston. You know what I'm saying? If the school, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're at a school and the school isn't serving you the way that you're showing up, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, what am I doing? I'm looking at other schools now.
That's facts.
So at the end of the day, you gotta put that same concept, and that's not just for women either. That's even on a man's point of view.
I agree.
If a woman isn't showing up for a man, or if a man isn't showing up for a woman in a relationship the way that you're supposed to, I'm not talking about how Will do for Jada or how Jada do for Will, because that, or how all these celebrity relationships really go, or these YouTube relationships
That
go.
shit is weird. It's weird.
What we're talking about is, it's not a one size fits all thing. Like, so you gotta have your relationship tailor made, bro, to y'all.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? A relationship has to be tailor made for y'all.
Say that to the people.
A relationship has to be tailor made for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that nobody can really interject and have an input. Like, yeah, if I was you, I would do it like this. That's the difference. You're not them. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't listen to your friends. Don't listen to none of that. Listen to yourself. Listen to your own intuition. If your intuition is telling you something, bro, listen. You feel me? By all means, bro. But always know, bro, everything is not black and white, bro. There's that gray area that a lot of people neglect, bro. Like, as a man, bro, if I get cheated on right now, what was I doing, bro? Because there's a lot of factors that can go into that. You feel what I'm saying? Was it I emotionally neglecting her? You feel what I'm saying? Was I, sexually neglecting her? You feel what I'm saying? Was I, quality time? You feel what I'm saying? Was I listening enough? You feel what I'm saying? Like, those are a lot of fronts as a man, and not even just as a man, but just in a relationship that you have to always, those are the holes that you always have to keep plugged in. Because the minute that one plug is open, that's a leak. A leak can get into y'all whole little oasis, y'all little bubble. You know what I'm saying? Remember that one episode on The Simpsons whenever they put a dome over the whole city?
Yo, that movie was bomb though.
They put a dome over the whole city though. So just think about it, like your relationship is really like your own little city in the bottom. But the minute the crack gets in on that joint, bro,
it all come apart.
It's not gonna come apart immediately, but it allows a leak of pollution into that ecosystem. You dig what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, with an ecosystem move in a systematic way. You feel me? The water cycle. You know what I'm saying? The life cycle. You feel me? People die, decompose, they go into the earth. You know what I'm saying? That earth in turns into nutrients for new growth for plants and everything. So at the end of the day, that's a relationship. That's life in general. Even moving around with people and just learning people and moving in different spaces, bro. Like that's just something that you have to learn. But in a relationship, you get that firsthand. You know what I'm saying? You have to watch your partner. You have to know how they move. You need to know what reaction, you know what I'm saying, how they react. You need to know how to, you have to just, even with people in general, but especially in a relationship, you have to be gentle with one another. Because you never know what somebody's going through. You could be going through something and I wouldn't know nothing. But in my mind, I would take it as an offense. Like, oh, she acting funny. Like, what I do? Like, now I got an attitude instead of what, do I need to listen to?
In that same sense, though, I still feel like if a person want to cheat, they're going to cheat regardless of how well you treated them or whatever else they really got going on in the relationship. I just feel like, honestly, if you want to cheat, you going to cheat. You ain't even got to have a reason, honestly. Like, if I was with a girl and I see old girl over there, let me point the other way. If I see old girl over there,
why is this the conversation, bro? You ain't talking about cheating.
I'm saying though, like, because it's supposed to be single versus relationship. This one took a whole 180.
Nah, I mean, I rather the conversation though. It's just but I mean, that's cheating is just like riding a plane, bro. Like everybody, I don't even scare everybody. It's a hell of a ride, bro. But it's like at any point, even when you're on that plane, it's a possibility that it can crash, bro. So at the end of the day, being in a relationship with somebody is to love somebody with no insurance. It's like when you go buy a new car off the lot, you gotta have that insurance, bro. You can't drive in North Carolina or any state. It's little to no states you can drive
prenups
without insurance, bro. So at the end of the day, to love somebody, ain't nothing wrong with a prenup, but And to love somebody, but to genuinely love somebody, bruh, you know, to come together and share y'all love together, and to learn to love them, you know, you have to love with no insurance, bro. You can't have no girl and then have no side, you know what I'm saying, no side piece. So you can't have no man and have a side piece, you feel me? Because you're not giving everything to
Exactly.
that.
It's like, at that point, what's the point?
Like, if you're not going to come with everything and you're going to reserve some for somebody else just in case, you know, stuff go wrong. If I got to show up to the cookout with a plate of my own just in case your food is nasty, then I didn't need to come to that cookout, bro. Because if I was coming to your cookout, I need to eat your food. You feel what I'm saying? I need to come and fellowship with you with what you brought, and if I bring something with what I brought, and we commune under the same roof together.
And if we want to take something to go, make sure you got your aluminum foil. But go ahead. Got him. Got him.
Nah, yeah, like I said, so that's just my whole little spell on it, man. It's a lot to it, bro. It's a lot that social media don't really, you know what I'm saying, don't really do no justice with, bro. Like, a lot of people trying to chase these social media relationships, bro. All that is for the birds, bro. Like,
wait, I know we got like 9 minutes left, so I want you to answer this question before we end the show. So, do you feel like social media affects relationships now in our generation in a positive or negative light?
I definitely feel like it's majority is negative, but there is still some light in it, and I'm gonna explain why. So in the negative aspect, a lot of people that are single right now are looking for what they see, like, oh, why can't this be me? Why? When am I gonna be something like this? When, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, a lot of times when you see these relationship posts, it's really stereotypical looking people. You feel what I'm saying? Why is it always gotta be a good looking relationship? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it always gotta be quote unquote good looking people? Now we're only looking at facades of what a relationship is supposed to be looking at, what type of mate should we be looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just stuff like that. Like, we're not really looking for what's for us. You know what I'm saying? Because what's for you will never miss you. However, you know, and that's the whole aspect, bro. I feel like that's negatively affecting our generation, is the fact that nobody wants to, you know, a lot of people who are single right now don't want to, they haven't found time to really find themselves and who they attract, you know, because the law of attraction is real. You'll always attract who you are. So if you're a shitty person, you're going to attract shitty people. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't think I'm going to agree with that because, look, hear me out. I feel like I'm a pretty good guy. But most of the time, I attract broken people or broken hoes. I mean, not broke hoes, but, you know, like, I feel like I attract hoes. Not that I entertain them, but I attract them, even though I'm not a hoe. So, does that whole law of attraction thing, do you really feel like that's true? Because I feel like it's capped.
Nah,
to an extent.
It's true.
To an extent, though.
No, it's true.
Not even a little bit.
Nah, it's true.
So you saying I'm a broke hoe? Is that what you said? I'm a broken hoe? Is that what?
I'm not saying you that, but I'm saying it's something within your own personal life that you're not dealing with. So thus, whenever you attract these broken people, it's like you're looking in the mirror. At the end of the day, you know, I know you up on the Bible, so I ain't really trying to put that out there. But, you know, one of the decrees of life is just to love thy neighbor. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to love my neighbor. That means I'm supposed to love my neighbor as if it's me. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at you, I should be treating you how I want to be treated. And I know that's cliche. I know who's all taught that and you know what I'm saying, in school, but at the end of the day, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you got to treat people how you want to be treated, bro. So if somebody comes to you broken and you're healing them, and you want to heal them, in turn, bro, that healing process is gonna go both ways, bro. You know what I'm saying? You might even end up healing yourself, bro. Like, it's a burden with it, but at the end of the day, it's not a burden, it's a gift. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, law of attraction is always real, bro. Like, you know, just because a person is broken don't mean they're a shitty person. I'm talking about shitty people that ain't broken. Like that. Like, I'm talking about shitty people, like people that would be like, oh, he's ugly. You know what I'm saying? I know women that be like, oh, he's ugly. Like, what I look like with him type shit. And, you know, all
I feel like
the
it's
time,
shallow though.
Yeah, that's shallow. I feel like that's a characteristic of being a shitty person. You feel what I'm saying? Thus, or a person that only wants, I need me a baller, or, you know, I need somebody to come with something, you know what I'm saying? Even though that's a preference, you feel me? And there's nothing wrong with preferences. However, when you feel like you're dating outside, when your dating life is a failure because you're trying to go outside of your league, how about take a step away from it and think, damn, if I'm playing out of my league, why don't I play in my league? I'm in high school trying to play with the pros. or I'm in college and I'm trying to play in the NBA. Why am I in the NBA trying to play and I skip college? Not everybody is like that. You know what I'm saying? You have to really have gratitude for what you have, and you have to really look not what's distance from you, but what's in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people be overlooking the person that's in front of them and looking over their shoulder at the person that's across the street. So when they try to go across the street, go talk to them, it don't work. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you didn't go for what you want to go for. And also to that sense, even just being single, you'll never know what you like, and you'll never know what's for you unless you experiment. You know what I'm saying? You try, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you casually date. A lot of times we have the concept of what talking, this talking thing in our generation, it's really just a fancy word or a dumbed down word for casual dating. And casual dating, and that's another thing you have to learn in a relationship, bro. It's all about entitlement. You know what I'm saying? When you're casually dating somebody, you are not entitled to nothing, bro. You are not entitled to nothing. You ain't entitled to a text back, a call back, a link up, or nothing.
Yeah, that's facts.
You get it. But in a relationship, you feel what I'm saying? That entitlement kind of works differently. You feel what I'm saying? Because certain things you are entitled to.
Such as?
Well, actually not. You're not entitled to it completely, but you should be to an extent. However, you should be in that thought process. You know what I'm saying? You have to be in that. And when you move in relationships, you have to be, you have to consider your partner in your decisions now. You feel what I'm saying? You can't just make a decision without thinking how this will affect that person, if this can affect that person. You feel what I'm saying? You have to play offense and defense. Instead of just playing offense and defense when you casually dating. Think about it as a man. I approach a woman and I'm like, all right, you want to go on a date or something like that, you feel me? Or you want to go out to eat, you know what I'm saying? Have a nice outing out or whatever the case may be. I'm playing offense. It's her job to play defense. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works.
I get the analogy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want her to be too much on the defensive to the point where
like it's not like OD defense, but you know what I'm saying? Like
from intensity.
No, that's exactly how it's supposed to be, bro. Like,
so you want her coming up with her walls of like, oh, you ain't getting nothing. Like, you ain't getting no type of buckets. Like
I feel like it's not about that. I feel like honestly it should really just be on, it should be, the chemistry should be right. Right. You wouldn't even have made it on that court if she didn't allow it. So the fact that you even on that court is that she allowed it. At the end of the day, women are smart, bro. You may thought you shot that shot, but she set up the shot for you to shoot it. She the one to roll the ball over. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, all right, let me see what he got type deal. You feel me? Like, all right, every woman deserves to be courted, bro. A lot of times I feel like that's a lost art among our generation, among our men, because a lot of times we just Netflix and chilling, or we just chilling, or you know what I'm saying, we just smoking, or we gonna do what we gonna do, but it ain't really being courted. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's that chivalry is really gone. It's almost extinct. However, that's what that is, bro. Like that's you need to court women. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with dropping. You should, when you're courting women, bro, you're investing. You know what I'm saying? You're investing time. That's the only thing you're losing out on. You may
open the door.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, take her to a nice restaurant, bro. Like, you don't never take no woman out to no movies the first date. That's horrible.
Don't do the movies on the first date.
You take them out, you know what I'm saying, nice to eat. You know what I'm saying? She want an appetizer. It was a weird conversation on Twitter talking about if a man order an appetizer.
No, it was dessert. If a man ordered dessert,
no, if it was an appetizer.
That was
it was appetizer and a dessert.
Yeah.
All right, nigga, if I pay for the whole date, I'm still hungry. I'm gonna get me some dessert. Don't get the dessert there, bro. Go out and get some ice cream, walk around or something, bro. Really, bro, I feel like a lot of men just really overestimate how they overestimate what casual dating is, bro. You can have a bomb date for under $100, bro. You ain't gotta break the bank if you really got it like that. If you practicing in the gym and your offense is strong, bro.
I know this episode about to be over, but guess how much I paid for a bomb date? That's the 25. And it was bomb. We both had a good time. But look. We definitely gonna get a part 2 with me and my boy Sahmon out here. Let's give him a round of applause for coming on the show for the first time. I know we can talk for days, but this is a show. I didn't even think it was gonna be this long. But we definitely gonna get a part 2. Make sure you like and subscribe. You know all that good business. And we're gonna see y'all soon, man. Stay up and stay blessed.